Hey man, I wanted to say something about financial issues in dating. Now, I have had experiences with attracting girls who had more than me, and I've been listening to people talk about what is attractive and what attracts girls, and they say things like it's behaviors, and I agree with that. I really do. And I found these clips I wanted to react to where other people point to what one person having more than the other person could mean in dating. So here's a clip from American Dad.
Kevin.
Open your eyes, Stan. Your very manhood is at stake.
Oh, that's crazy.
Is it? When my wife started working, I didn't think twice, but she kept earning more and more money, and then one day, bam! I didn't even get to say goodbye.
I love that show. Yeah, so they're just pointing to the idea that, if a girl earns more than you, it's supposed to mean you're emasculated or whatever, like she wears the pants in the relationship. I don't agree with that. I feel that I've seen a clip where some women complain that guys that they're dating are interested in don't congratulate them enough or give them enough compliments for their accomplishments. And I just feel like if the couple vibes, if they share the same interests, if they have the same or there's a mutual attraction, I don't think that if a girl earns more than you, that means that she automatically loses attraction. It could happen if there are not other characteristics that a man has that maintains that balance in attraction, you know? So here is a clip where this journalist, Tucker Carlson, gets into, I guess, facts in America where wages play a factor in American relationships.
They ought to be interested. And here's a big part of the answer. Male wages declined. Manufacturing, a male-dominated industry, all but disappeared over the course of a generation. All that remained in many places were the schools and the hospitals, and both of them are traditional employers of women. In many areas, women suddenly made more than men. Now, before you applaud that as a victory for feminism, consider some of the effects. Study after study has shown that when men make less than women, women generally don't want to marry them. Now, maybe they should want to marry them, but they don't. Over big populations, this causes a drop in marriage, a spike in out-of-wedlock births, and all the familiar disasters that inevitably follow. More drug and alcohol abuse, higher incarceration rates, fewer families formed in the next generation. This is not speculation. It's not propaganda from the evangelicals. It's social science. We know it's true. Rich people know it best of all. That's why they get married before they have kids.
Yeah, so he just gave you some stats or some information about what could happen when there is a trend and it becomes more evident or common that women earn more than men, especially in America, where America is the greatest country in the world because of how many opportunities American people have. So, again, I guess it varies from couple to couple. If I was a man, I wouldn't stray away or think that a relationship couldn't work if a girl earns more than you. I mean, look at French Montana. I don't know how much money he has, but apparently he is married into royalty, or he is marrying into royalty. French Montana. So I'm just gonna assume that his wife either has more or has access to more wealth than he does. And I just wonder if he feels insecure about it, or if his relationship with his his fiance is so strong. They have so much in common, and they enjoy each other's company so much that the money doesn't matter. It's just another factor in the entirety of their relationship. But there are examples that a lot of people are aware of where it could go the other way, where if the woman has more money, that could create issues in the relationship. A few examples that come to mind are the relationship between Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton. I think Lewis Hamilton is a race car driver. He's an English guy, I think, or he's from Europe or something. And they've been dating, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it seems like they've been having issues in their relationship. I don't know if money is the problem. I don't think it is. And again, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I think Kim K has more money than Lewis Hamilton. And I don't know if Kim K had more money than Kanye, but aside from that, if they enjoyed each other's company, then if they're both paid, then I don't see why they wouldn't focus on the other areas of their attraction, like whether they enjoy each other's company or share the same interests or whatever, have similar backgrounds. But if their relationship is having issues, then I just wonder if hypergamy is a factor where she's thinking, oh, maybe I'll just get another guy who has more so that I can have more. Another example, recently, these three examples happen all around the same time. Possibly Kim K and Lewis Hamilton are having issues in their relationship. Another example is Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. There is this story, I don't know if it's true or not, but if Rihanna caught ASAP Rocky cheating, she'll make him sleep in a dog bed or something, or sleep in a sleeping bag or something. And which is crazy because if Rihanna is mad at ASAP Rocky and she kicks him out of the bed and makes him sleep in a dog bed, that's crazy because Rocky is like a name you give to a dog, like you call your dog Rocky, like, oh, that's my dog. Go sleep in the dog bed, That's wild. And again, I don't know if this is true or not, but I guess Rihanna has more money than ASAP Rocky, so I don't know if that's a big factor in their relationship. But if they love each other and they're married and they have children, then everything you do is for the family as a whole, rather than comparing finances to that degree. So if they can make it work, then I guess there's hope for a lot of us in attracting a girl who has more than us. But the attraction is about more than money. Another example is Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. Again, I don't know how much money Kenneth Petty has. Uh, I don't know how much money Nicki Minaj has, but we can assume, based off of fame and popularity and celebrity news, we can assume that Nicki Minaj has more money than Kenneth Petty. But it doesn't matter if she's truly attracted to him and enjoys his company and wants to have a family with him. And again, more issues, more issues in a famous relationship where it's been reported, I don't know if it's true, that Nicki Minaj kicked Kenneth Petty out of their house for cheating. Again, it's always cheating. ASAP Rocky and Rihanna have relationship issues because of the idea of ASAP Rocky cheating, and Nicki Minaj kicks Kenneth Petty out of the house over cheating rumors. It's the same thing every single time. And so it just seems like when a girl has more money than a man in their relationship, it's almost like what she's funding, not what she's contributing to, not just the relationship in the family, but she's paying for some exclusive d- dick. Where if she's going to be in a relationship with a guy who doesn't make as much as her, then the dick should be exclusive. Like, you can't sleep with other women, which is kind of crazy. I don't think it's that big of a deal if he's, affecting the family that way, but I guess a lot of women don't see it that way. So, you know, financial issues in dating, it shouldn't matter if you have love or you have a real connection. Let me know what you guys think. If you would want to date a girl who has more money than you, like way more, or if you're a girl, if you would want to date a guy who makes less money than you, if you think it'll work out, or if you know examples, or if you have experiences with that in your life, or you've witnessed it in your community, and let me know what you think about it in the comments. And like and subscribe. If you want to donate, my info's in the description. And I'll talk to you in the next one.